Welcome to Verge News, your trusted source for immigration and travel updates. Today, we're tackling a serious topic, an alarming rise in in-flight sexual assaults, with a recent lawsuit filed against Alaska Airlines shining a spotlight on airline practices. Joining me is my co-host, Michael. Michael, great to have you here.
Thanks, Sarah. This is certainly an issue that's raising a lot of questions, not just for airlines, but for passengers as well. The incident on Alaska Airlines really touches on some systemic gaps in safety measures on board flights.
Exactly. For our listeners, here's the background. A woman has filed a lawsuit against Alaska Airlines after she was allegedly sexually assaulted during a May 14, 2023 flight from Seattle to Honolulu. She claims the male passenger who groped her was intoxicated after being served multiple glasses of wine by the airline staff.
Right. The lawsuit accuses the airline of grossly overserving alcohol to the passenger, despite visible signs of intoxication. Her attorney, Mark Lindquist, is arguing that the airline failed to uphold its duty to protect passengers from harm. A pretty serious allegation.
It really is. What's troubling is how the situation escalated. According to the lawsuit, the intoxicated man first made inappropriate advances like trying to grab her hand and kiss her. Later, as she rested with a bag of ice over her eyes, he allegedly reached across the aisle and forcibly groped her.
And when the flight landed in Honolulu, local law enforcement met the man. A deputy sheriff noted he smelled of alcohol and appeared unstable, but he was only fined, a resolution the victim has called inadequate. There were no criminal charges related to the alleged assault.
That's a key point, Michael. Not only does this case reveal gaps in airline alcohol serving policies, but it also highlights the lack of meaningful consequences for these kinds of incidents. Federal data shows a 300% increase in reported sexual assaults on flights over the past 5 years, often tied to alcohol consumption.
It's shocking, isn't it? And while Alaska Airlines hasn't commented on the lawsuit specifically, this isn't an isolated case. Similar incidents, both on their flights and across the industry, repeatedly raise concerns about how airlines handle passenger safety and alcohol service.
Exactly. Experts are urging airlines to introduce stricter alcohol policies, improve staff training to recognize risky behaviors, and ensure proper handling of complaints. Some even suggest limiting how much alcohol can be served to a single passenger. What are your thoughts on this balance between service and safety?
It's a tough balance, Sarah. Flight attendants are tasked with creating a pleasant travel experience, but they also bear the responsibility of ensuring everyone's safety. In this confined environment, alcohol can quickly become a dangerous factor.
Absolutely. We'll be keeping a close eye on this lawsuit because it could set a precedent for how airlines address these issues moving forward. For now, it's clear that systemic changes are needed to make air travel safer for everyone.
Couldn't agree more, Sarah. And with rising flight numbers globally, the stakes couldn't be higher. Thanks to cases like this, we're at least beginning to see the aviation industry held accountable.
That's all we have time for today. If you want to stay informed on updates like this, be sure to visit us at visaverge.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next time on Visa Verge News.